I'm gonna tell you one way I know that y'all be lying. Because of how y'all treat Jaron in this. Y'all can literally see that this man get dumped, he get avoided and all that. And then the funny thing is, because it's not Shakur Stevenson, y'all don't care about it. But it's funny, y'all can see all of that when it comes to Shakur Stevenson. Especially, I'm gonna use Shakur as the biggest example because I think he's one of the more avoided fighters too. Whatever reasons you think that is, that's up to you. But Shakur is definitely one of the more avoided fighters in boxing. It's funny how everybody can give Shakur credit for that. Like they'll use, well, what's Shakur supposed to do if Pitbull scared or if Javante don't want to fight him? But then when it comes to Jaron Ennis, you tell him he got to do everything under the sun to get niggas in the ring. But you don't tell Shakur Stevenson he got to do everything under the motherfucking sun to get people in the ring. And it frustrates me because these two young men are the same age. You let Shakur Stevenson fans tell it, they embody the same things. Why Shakur get excuse, but Jaron Ennis don't get that excuse when you can see it more glaring with Jaron? That's the thing, y'all. If I ask you who's some of the most avoided fighters in boxing, Jaron Boots in his name probably pop up number one. And the sad part is the same people that will sit up there and admit that Jaron Boots Ennis is avoided will be the same people that just sit up there and say, but he avoided because he went to Eddie. But he avoided because he ain't do this. But he avoided, well, he should have did that. He should have went to Saudi Arabia. He should have did. You wouldn't tell Shakur Stevenson to do none of that. Y'all not telling Shakur Stevenson to overpay people and go fight on undercards. Y'all hate that he fight on undercards. Crazy, bro. And I hate to say it, and I don't care how any Shakur Stevenson fans feels. Shakur Stevenson is not the best fighter in boxing. It's not even fucking close. And he's not more talented than Jaron Boots. So I get tired of y'all keep running with Devin the best, Shakur the best, even Tank. All of them the best. None of them niggas is the best as long as Jaron Ennis is living. None of them are the best. None of them are the best, bro. That's the actual truth of the matter for me. And until somebody prove me different when it comes to Jaron Ennis, I'ma just stay where I'm at with that. Because I don't believe y'all think Devin or Shakur or any of these niggas is better than Jaron Ennis. I don't believe that you believe that. I will have to get to a lie. I will have to put you to a lie detector test before I ever believe anything your word said. But he don't get that excuse. A guy that y'all think might be the most talented fighter in boxing, he don't get that excuse. He get that you're not a superstar, but you gotta pay people like a superstar treatment. I hope so, Antoine. I hope so. And what's gonna make it worse, y'all? If Jaron Boots Ennis sit up there and beat Zayas and then fight Josh Kelly immediately, because then you know Eddie Hearn's definitely going to try to make that fight happen. Because he ain't got to split it with nobody. Um, Apologizes, my daughter's too loud in the back. He ain't got to split it with nobody. Could you imagine Jaron Boots Ennis being unified, got three belts, and has to fight Sebastian Fundora for it? Beat Fundora and beat a Dremel or Earl? What would you be able to say about Jaron Boots Ennis? He'd go from not fighting nobody to fighting everybody in a matter of a year or two. He'll go from fighting nobody to fighting everybody in a matter of a year or two. Because I don't think y'all understand how realistic this is for Boots. Like, if he fights xanderzayas in June, I am pretty sure his next fight will be Josh Kelly. I'm pretty sure before the end of 2026, if he beats xanderzayas, he will have three belts at the 154 division. I am pretty sure before we get to January 2027, Jaron Boots Ennis will have three belts. If the Xander fight happens. I can pretty much guarantee you that. Why? Eddie Hearns wouldn't want to have to split with nobody. And Eddie Hearns is not going to put Josh Kelly in a position to fight another top contender without fighting Boots or Xanderzayas and collecting the bag off that. That'd be bad business. It'd be bad business for him to not let Josh Kelly fight Jaron Ennis. It's not good for Eddie. Forget anybody else. It's not good for Eddie for him to do that. It's like it goes against his own business. When I'm saying that's against his own interest at that point. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. That's against his own interest at this point. Let Xander fight Josh before Boots. I can see Top Rank allowing the fight unless Xander absolutely puts his foot down and says no. Yeah, but the thing is about that, D1, is Josh Kelly, they was already trying to do that. Josh Kelly was acting like a superstar, Xander, and they already walked away from that fight, D1. I would agree with that, but I think you forgot. They already walked away. Xander was trying to make the Josh Kelly first fight. The Josh Kelly fight first, D1. They say, I don't know how true this is, D1. They said Josh Kelly was acting Hollywood and shit. That's what Xander Zayas and they team was saying. When he was on the boxing voice, talking to Bill and them. They were saying that Josh Kelly was acting Hollywood and shit. So that's why they even went to start talking to Jaron Ennis about the fight. He was going to fight Devin. Hey, even the Devin thing was after the Josh Kelly thing. So I think that I don't think Josh Kelly really want to fight Xander Zayas. Dondrick said Fundora going to drop that belt. Yeah, D1, it's against his own interest to a point, but when can Josh Kelly sell out arenas, fight guys on his side, it's nothing but profit. Yeah, like at the end of the day, if Boots get 2 belts, he loses not making that fight happen. Why wouldn't you make the biggest fight happen that you got available to you? Like that don't even make sense. Like that don't even make sense when the 2 guys are under you like that. But we see promoters do it all the time because I've seen Bob Arum do it with Lomachenko. So, and I've seen PBC do it with David Benavidez and Canelo. So that can mean nothing. That could definitely wind up not meaning a damn thing. But the other thing is, I think Josh Kelly belt. I think Boots is highly ranked, but if Boots get them belts, he will be out the ring, and so it won't really matter. We'll see. But I heard Josh Kelly was acting Hollywood, but this won't be the first time because Josh Kelly was acting Hollywood. Be quiet. Why are you in here? What you want? Go. I just gave you candy. I just gave you everything. I'm working, Aura. Josh Kelly was already acting Hollywood with the whole background situation. You feel me? Look how that was supposed to happen 6 months before it happened. You feel me? That was supposed to happen 6 months before it happened. You did? Blaze in the building. Timmy, what's the deal? Yeah, they be drawing, Timmy. Like, but I will say this, if Jaron Boots Ennis gets this, man, this would be great for boxing. Um, I just don't see why everybody else can get opportunities, but he get punished because he's too good. Since when we started punishing fighters because they too good? Like, I want y'all to know that's how soft boxing got. That a guy can be so good or have people so intimidated that they blame him for being too good, and that's why people don't want to fight him. No, I'm just saying, like ever in I never seen ever in boxing where guys got punished for being Floyd didn't get punished for being too good. Bernard Hopkins and De La Hoya, Like, name me a fighter they like Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard got to fight everybody. Since Muhammad Ali got to fight everybody, he literally did fight everybody. So, like, since when are